And finally, we come to the scheduler. This is how we're going to book deliveries and get products out to the customers. So across the top, you're able to search for a particular sales order, and you can also filter by salesperson if you want. That's by store user. The system's designed so you have one person in the back office managing this, but if you have individual salespeople coming in, then they can just come in, they can filter to their orders and handle the ones they need to do. You can also filter by store order status. That will bring up partially received, fully received, or on order. So you can choose whether you only want to deal with fully received orders, for example. And the other ones that are really worth flagging is that you can just highlight the ones with an outstanding balance, or ones that have already been scheduled if you want to reschedule some existing orders. Now, for each of these, we get information on our orders. I've got a few here which are currently needing to be scheduled. We're going to focus on the bottom one because that's the one we've been working on so far. But essentially, they come with different statuses. So the payment pending is because there's a balance outstanding and actually we still haven't received the goods. Whereas the bottom one has moved to awaiting action because the items have been received and there is still a balance. Now, what we should be doing is moving to take payment so we can click through to that order. Or alternatively, maybe the customer is going to receive an email inviting them to make a payment on the website. But regardless, if you don't do that, the flag will remain. It will be obvious if there is a problem. And all the way through this process, we know that those items still need to be paid for. And even after they've been delivered, if they get delivered before payment, there'll still be a flag for you to chase. So just moving across here, we can see different delivery types. We can see the postcode it's going to. You can see how many items have been received. So in this instance, we've received 2 out of 2 items, but also 0 out of 2 have been scheduled. And the way to schedule them is very easy. We come over to the right hand side, we hit schedule, we choose the items. And what we're going to have here is a combination of choosing dates and then choosing available lorries and time slots. This is all very much defined based on the setup of your lorries, because you can have recurring journeys where you might have a lorry that goes to Somerset on a Monday and the same lorry will go to Devon on a Tuesday and Wiltshire on the Wednesday. And that just automatically fills into this depending on the customer's postcode. So very simple to use from this end. Or you can have it much more open and say you're going to deliver anywhere at any time if that suits you better. So I'm just going to schedule those lines, and those will then appear on our journey planner. Within here, we can then see that they're on that Thursday. And again, here's that little icon that just says that we have orders with an outstanding balance. You could lock individual lorries and just make them completely unavailable. That's absolutely fine. Or alternatively, we can go in and view a particular day. So within this, we can then drag and drop those orders if we wish. And you can even drag and drop between time slots or between days. The whole point is you're able to work off of having the city and the postcode over to the number of items. And when we mouse over the number of items, it actually tells us what we have as well. So you can have an idea of what to expect. And ultimately, what we're doing is we're scheduling all of those into the sequence that we want, so that then when we print our picking list, that picking list is going to be in the right order. So we can use this both as a pick list and also as a job list. So we can see that in the afternoon, we're going to start off by delivering this recliner, then the stressless, and then some fruit. And then for the other section, these are the items that we're going to be doing. So it becomes really clear and easy to see what you need to load and in what order. Likewise, when you're printing your delivery notes, those are going to come up in this format. So you get one sheet for each, and they're just ways for them to be marked as inspected, whether they're acceptable, customer signature, driver signature, all of those things. And finally, at the end of the day, what you'll do is you'll just come back onto here and you'll just go which ones have been delivered. So you can just go down the list and mark individual ones as delivered. So I can just click and click or untick all, or I can just come down to the bottom and say, here are all of the lines. This one has actually already been delivered, which is why it's ticked. I can say all of them were delivered apart from this item, which were refused, and we will just mark those as delivered. And that's it. That's those orders done and completed.